contractor Sabia Construction, Mayfield Site Contractors, Think Green Landscape Architects, Bustamante Engineers, and Dan Bozine Associates, our project manager. We all worked with Tom Medema at America 250. Their expertise brought this vision to life, and we are grateful for their partnership. You may be wondering why this particular location was chosen for today's ceremony, for burying this time capsule right here. The answer lies in another exciting project that will soon become part of Independence Mall. A stone sculpture inspired by Benjamin Franklin's Join or Die cartoon. Published in 1754, Franklin's image of a segmented snake carried a powerful message that the colonies would be stronger together than apart. More than 250 years later, that message of unity remains just as meaningful today. The sculpture, designed by artist John Collins, will stretch 46 feet across this area where you're sitting. It's currently being carved from granite in Wisconsin by Quarrystone, and when installed, the head of the snake will rest right here, making this the perfect location to bury this time capsule. In fact, the stone foundation supporting the capsule below and the capstone that will sit atop the capsule marking its location are being created in Wisconsin at the same location where the snake is being carved. It's been an honor for the Independence Historical Trust to play a small part in preserving this monument for future generations. Long after we are gone, people will gather here to remember not only what we accomplished during America's 250th anniversary, but also the enduring ideals that people have talked about here this morning. Thank you all very much. It's been an honor to work with everybody to make this happen.
Please welcome Commissioner of America 250, Reginald Brown.
Good morning. You can't say I talk low. I am Reggie Brown. I'd like to bring greetings to Congressman Adderhold. Thanks for coming from Alabama, Mrs. Adderhold. Mayor Parker, good to see you. And all my fellow commissioners. And in the absence of our chairperson, Rosie Rios, she is in the air going to California for America's Block Party. She should land about an hour. I am a commissioner of America 250, and it's a privilege to have served on this commission. And I stand before you, I see a lot of friends, a lot of neighbors here. I stand before you as a son of Philadelphia. My family has lived in this city for 120 years. Philadelphia is the influence of the birth of this nation. It's only fitting that this time capsule will be buried at the approach of my remarks. I was thinking about five things Philadelphia is known for. We are the birthplace for independence. We are the birthplace of the first stock exchange. It's right down the street here. We're the birthplace of the first banking. We are the center of early free Black community. And we are the first museum and art school. I'm on that board, I gotta say it. Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts. We are the first museum and art school in this nation. So this place, this monument, is especially meaningful to me. You probably can see that. We're here today to bury this time capsule. This is a gift to the future, to capture who we are, our dreams, our challenges, and our shared humanity. The time capsule reminds us that we are both custodians of the past and stewards of the future. By preserving the stories, the artifacts, the voices today, we create a bridge between the present and those who will come after us. In this sense, today's ceremony is an act of optimism. It's a message from one generation to Americans 250 years from now that we have faith in our nation will endure. But this is also a gift to all of us. But this gift isn't just for Americans who will open it 250 years from now, but it's also a gift for our children and our children's children and their children. This is an opportunity to reflect who we are, who we want to be. This is a once-in-a-generation chance to remind young people why it's important to come together and celebrate the best of us. In giving remarks around the country, one of the things I focused on is today's 8-year-old. Think about it. Where were you in 1976? Those of you of certain age. And what do you remember? To me, I remember Evel Knievel. I remember Farrah Fawcett. I remember Rocky going up the steps and red and white shorts, the symbolism. We are creating America memory today. That 8-year-old will be 58 when America turns 300, the tricentennial. This is the work we're doing. It's for the children. I hope they will remember this anniversary and how they made them feel. It's up to all of us. I hope they remember that the America 250 logo, that logo there, is a unifying symbol of who we are and what we believe. We have so many parts of our country that are great. And is that greatness, that fabric, is who we are. So I have a call to action. My call to action for every parent, every grandparent, every uncle, every aunt is here. Steward our children for the future. Teach them our story. Bring them places like Philadelphia Independence Hall. Teach them manner. The greatest gift we can leave our children and future generations isn't inside the capsule. This is just a part of it. It's the love of country. It's the love of confidence. It's the pursuit of excellence. It's the American dream. This is what we leave them today and the foundation of who we become tomorrow. In this remarks, I say, happy birthday, America, and thank you very much.
Please welcome Commissioner of America 250, Kathy Gillespie.
Good morning, everyone, and happy semi-quincentennial. It is a privilege to join you today, and I want to thank our distinguished guests, our partners, and everyone who helped make this remarkable day possible. My name is Kathy Gillespie, and I'm honored to serve as a commissioner for America 250. And today, we're gathered in one of the most meaningful places in our nation's history. This is where the ideas and principles of American independence were and where our founders later forged the Constitution that has sustained our republic for nearly 250 years. Now, there's a popular story from these very grounds that will be familiar to many of you. It was here that Benjamin Franklin, leaving the Constitutional Convention, was asked what kind of government had been created. His famous reply was, a republic, if you can keep it. Dr. Franklin understood that America's future would depend on informed and engaged citizens. And today's ceremony is, in many ways, our answer to that challenge. We've kept our republic. And by bearing this time capsule today, we are expressing our confidence that our republic will endure. My hope is that when Americans gather here 250 years from now, they will see not only the objects we left behind, but the principles that we chose to preserve, and know that in 2026, we believe deeply enough in this remarkable American experiment to entrust it to them. Now, in preparing for today, I had the chance to read some of the messages that young people wrote to include in America's time capsule. And this comes from a young student named Sudden Joy, who wrote, 500 years of America. I can't believe we made it this far. Some advice: never take it for granted. I don't know what the world looks like for you now, but I do know that we're blessed to have been here. It really is such a special thing. Now, what a remarkable message from Sudden, not only to future Americans, but to all of us gathered here today. I love her line, never take it for granted. those who came before us in the Declaration of Independence. Declaration of Independence. Never take for granted our U.S. Constitution that protects those freedoms, preserving our republic. And never take for granted, as Commissioner Brown so eloquently stated, our responsibility to prepare those who come after us to keep it. Thank you.
Please welcome Congressman Robert Adderholt of Alabama's 4th District.
Good morning, Mayor, fellow commissioners, fellow Americans, distinguished guests. We are all gathered here today, this morning, to celebrate America's semi-quincentennial, the 250th birthday of the United States of America. My wife, Caroline, and I are honored to be with you today and to come up from Washington to celebrate this very special occasion. Across our nation, there'll be fireworks. There'll be celebrations and parades that will commemorate this remarkable time. However, this ceremony that we're experiencing this morning is different. Today, we're not simply celebrating the past. We are speaking to the future. When this time capsule, here to my left, is open 250 years from now, of course, none of us living will be here present. But in a real sense, our voices will be. The Americans of 2276, and yes, Mayor, that does sound very, very strange, of 2276 will learn something about us. Not simply about the items that we placed inside the capsule, but for the values that those items represent. And that raises an important question. What are we leaving behind? As a member of the America 250 Commission, I had the privilege of helping plan this historic commemoration over the last several weeks and months and years. And I believe that this time capsule that we are dedicating today may be the most meaningful because it asks us to think beyond ourselves. What kind of nation do we hope future generations will inherit? I hope they will see a generation that understood America was never meant to be perfect. The only perfect person who ever walked on this earth was Jesus Christ. But as our Constitution reminds us, every generation has that opportunity as we strive to become a more perfect union. I hope they will see a people who believe that our freedoms are gifts that are worth protecting. A people who understood in government, but it's been found in families, and churches and communities and citizens willing to serve others and to work together to build a better future for everyone. The technology of 2276 may be far beyond anything that we can imagine. They may be traveling in ways that we can't conceive or living in places that we've not yet dreamed of. But I hope that they recognize something timeless. I hope they recognize a generation that never lost faith in the American experience. Because the greatest gift we can leave the future Americans is not what we place inside this capsule here, but rather it's the country that we leave behind. So may God continue to bless the United States of America for another 250 years and far, far beyond. God bless.
Please welcome back Jennifer Condon.
The moment we've all been waiting for, we will now lower the time capsule into its home for the next 250 years. Before we conclude, I'd like to encourage everyone to continue today's celebration with Mayor Parker and the City of Philadelphia immediately following the ceremony. I also want to thank our partners who made today possible. To my dear friend and colleague, Tom Medema, and all the America 250 team for all of your diligence in making today a reality. To our chair, Rosie Rios, Mayor Parker, to Michael Numis, Congressman Boyle, Congressman Adderholt, Commissioner Gillespie, Commissioner Brown, and the PA 250 Commission. Thank you for your leadership and commitment to ensuring we reach 350 million Americans for the 250th. A special and Tom Caramanico, Board Chair of Independence Historical Trust, for your partnership and support of America's Time Capsule. To our partners at NIST, especially Michael Berea and engineers Jay Naninga and Jacob Rickard, and as well as the Library of Congress, Dr. Fenella France, Dr. Andrew Davis, and Acting Chief Kevin Butterfield, who's with us today. And finally, to those who will one day open this capsule, we may never meet you, but we believe in you. Just as those who signed the Declaration believed in a future they could scarcely imagine, we believe you will continue the work they began and that we are privileged to carry forward today. May you know that in 2026, on America's 250th birthday, we celebrated not only where we had been, but where we hoped you would go. Happy Independence Day, happy semi-quincentennial, and may God continue to bless the United States of America.